Knock, 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 knock. Someone at his door. Someone at his door. It's 8 o'clock at night and someone's knocking on his door. You just moved my camera.
Sorry.
Don't touch the table, please. Someone knocking on the door. So I answered it. We were in bed. So I answered it and a man says, are you planning on sleeping here tonight? I'm stood there with my dressing gown on. Says, yeah. Says, well, you can't. It's private property, is this? It's my land. Says, oh, I thought this was just a car park for standing stones down there. Says, it's my land, is this? I says, well, I'm not going anywhere now because it's dark. There's no street lights at all. There's no lights anywhere. It's just pitch black. A storm outside, high winds. We're in bed. I said, well, I'm not going anywhere now. So he started calling me a parasite, a freeloading parasite, and asking me for £10 to stay here for the night, which he did say was going to go to charity. But I thought, you know, I'm not giving £10 to someone who's just called me a freeloading parasite. I was absolutely furious. But I kept my cool. He didn't keep his cool. He started raising his voice, calling me loads of names and things. Then threatening with the police. I says, well, I'm not going to give you £10 because you're calling me a freeloading parasite, and if you want to go get the police, go get the police. So this is his first night on the island, and it isn't going very well. Mazzy's having a fit, because she's a girl and that's what they do. I'm quite calm about it. I've put my clothes on, and I'm just waiting for the police to come knocking on the door telling us to move on, which I'm not willing to do because I've had a drink. I hadn't had a drink when he knocked on the door, but now he has and he said he's going to go get the police. I've had a drink so that the police can't tell me to move on because I'll be over the limit. I've been a bit clever there, haven't I? So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see if the police turn up or not, but what a welcome to the island. He really doesn't like people in camper vans kicking off, calling us freeloaders, parasites, we're parasites, and we drop litter everywhere, apparently. Horrible, horrible man. So, anyway, I'll update you later, whether it be tonight or in the morning. I bet nothing happens. If the police do come, I'm pretty sure they're not going to make me move when I've had a drink. I've only had 2 cans, but they don't know that. I'll tell them I've had 5. Well, good morning, people. Our first morning here on the Isle of Mull. The man never came back. The police never turned up. Didn't think they would. But, yeah, that put a right dampener on his first day. It really did. But not to worry, nothing's come of it. I'm sure it's got all around the island at the moment. Watch out for the big camper van what says trolls on the back. He's a freeloading parasite. But never mind. Right, we're going to take a walk now where we parked, which is Kilmore Standing Stones, which is down that way near a forest. Down there it looks like there's a lock and there's something over there. I'm not sure what that is. Don't know anything about the history of this place. We're just going to wing it and see what happens. Are you ready, Miss Mazzy? Honestly, makeup and women, what's it all about? What's she doing? What's she doing in there? Oh, she's doing sprayy thing. Now, I'm sure every other man will agree, when women do the sprayy thing, it gets right down your throat, doesn't it? Why can't they just keep it confined to the bathroom? They have to come out and spray hairspray all over. It goes in your coffee, down your throat, you're coughing for an hour. It's disgusting. It's bitter, isn't it bitter?
Yes.
It's like...
I've got gloves and
It's like
scarves.
winter. We haven't felt this for a long time because we haven't been up north for a long time. Right, this is where we are. We're on top of a hill at the moment. We'll show you down there in a moment. That's his motorhome. But we came to this first because we saw this cairn. Didn't know what it was. Now, there is... I don't really know much about this. The Tour of Mull Rally. The Tour of Mull Rally. Apparently this is the guy who started it all out. And this has been erected in his memory. Brian Molyneux. Not very exciting. I don't see why it's got a seat around it either. You know, you're not really going to come up here and sit down like this and look at Brian Molyneux's cairn. It just doesn't feel right. In fact, it's in your way. You want to spread your legs out a bit and you can't because this stupid thing's in the way. Anyway, come on, let's go down here. I want to show you all down here. Let's get some nice views. So this is the car park. This is what the dispute was over last night, people. No signs whatsoever. I'd read that this is somewhere where you can stay overnight. There's no signs saying you can't. And it's clearly a car park. Now this car park is here for people who want to visit the Kilmore stones. We're not doing any harm there. I can't see the problem in us being there. So for some man to come over and say this is his property and I'm trespassing and I'm a parasite and a freeloader, I think is absolutely disgusting. And the islanders of Mull, anyone who thinks like that, and I've heard a lot of them do, anyone who thinks like that about motorhomes should be ashamed of themselves, really. Anyway, that's enough of that, that's over. Mazzy's over here, look at Mazzy running. Oh, you missed her. She was skipping. You know how she does, she was doing that skippy thing. She's just getting some scenery shots down here. Either that's missed or it's throwing it down over there and it's coming this way. In fact, I can feel rain now,
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah, I'm going to put my brolly up.
Okay, let's get to these stones before it throws it down.
Yeah.
The stones are somewhere over here. So from the van over there, Mazzy thought this was a grave. I don't know if it is or not.
It kind of looked like it.
It does look like a gravestone, and this looks like slightly body shaped and a stone at the end, so it could be. I don't know, but someone's actually dug in there, or an animal has. I doubt it is, but it could be, you never know. I've got a feeling this is going to be quite disappointing. I've seen pictures of these Kilmore standing stones. They don't look anything fantastic, but they're surrounded by pine trees and it makes it look all mysterious and beautiful with all the greenery in the background. But it doesn't look like the pine trees are there anymore, they've been cut down. So supposedly surrounded by pine trees, there's none there. All the trees all around here have been cut down. And this must be the standing stones. This is disappointing. That's one there, Mazzy's just tripped over it.
It's no Stonehenge, is it?
It's not a Stonehenge, no. Okay. So big ancient stones, Kilmore standing stones. They're probably a few thousand, probably about 4,000 years old, but I really couldn't tell you. Don't know anything about them. Really not that impressed, are you?
No.
Not from the pictures I show. If I remember, I'll put one of the pictures up now so you can see what they did look like when they were surrounded by trees. It looked lovely. But now, what would you say, Mazzy? Ish. So if you come to the Isle of Mull, would you recommend people come to the Kilmore standing stones?
Not the journey we had to make from, no.
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 They're rubbish, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's really nothing to see here, guys. Just 2 stones stood up and 3 stones laid down. And a load of trees all around which have been cut down and destroyed. Never mind, let's move on to something else.
Yeah.
I think we'll try a beach.
Yeah.
A very nice beach. Come with us. There's an information plaque here, but I can't read it very well. But it has given me some advice. You've got a... Well, we've noticed there's a new graveyard down there, which you're not going to see very well with this. In there, that's brand new graveyard. There's an old graveyard there and church. This is Kilmore itself. And over in this direction is somewhere called Croig, or Croig. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. But that's where we're going next. I think it's something Bay, Calgary Bay.
Don't know.
I think it's called Calgary Bay. I'm going to take you there. It's meant to be one of the most beautiful beaches in Scotland.
The water's blue, is it?
The water is
Yeah.
turquoise.
Turquoise.
Yeah, I'm going to take you down there, so I'm guessing we're going to be driving round here and to where it's sunny. Let's go down there. It looks a lot better than up here. So in the space of 10 minutes, and we've noticed this since we got on the island, in the space of 10 minutes it's been bright sun, hailstone, heavy rain, wind, 2 rainbows. The weather is unbelievable. It just doesn't know what to do with itself. Welcome to Mull.
How are you finding driving on the roads?
It's very, very difficult. It's like 10 minutes to go 2 miles. Very windy roads, single track. There is passing places, but you can't see around the corners to see when the cars are coming. You've got to keep checking behind you to see if there's anyone coming from behind. So if there's anyone coming from behind you, you have to pull over and let them go past. And in something as big as this, it's very, very difficult because it's literally the width of the road. We've already had a few moments where we're being bottlenecked, if you like, but nothing too serious yet. Can you see it, Mazzy?
Yeah.
Can you see the beach? It's down there is the beach. I can see it. It's in 400 yards and it's all blue and turquoisey and it's got sand.
Oh, it's so bright in on your face. I can see the sun.
The sun is out. I think this is going to be a special moment for us on this trip.
Yeah.
Calgary Bay, Calgary Bay, Calgary Beach. 300 yards. She's just said it's 300 yards. We're getting closer and closer and closer. We're nearly there, Mazzy. We're nearly at the beach.
You're overly excited, babe. Look how beautiful it is. We have arrived.
And scrape the bottom of the van.
Yes. Look how wonderful that is.
So Calgary Beach is voted in the top 13 beaches in Britain, I think.
Wow.
Or top 13 in Scotland, one of the two. I can see why, because it is very white sand. It's very nice white sand. And the sea is quite turquoisey, but not so much at the moment because the sun isn't on it. But when the sun's on it, I can imagine it is very, very turquoise. I suppose on a hot summer's day it's lovely.
Yeah.
On a cold March day, it's rubbish.
No,
it's
lovely.
freezing.
I love it.
The one thing we can give you is a nice little music montage. I can guarantee that. Quite a nice bench here. Someone's just made this. It's very new, and it says for Jill Carmichael. This is really nice because it's got a picture of her. For Mum, who so loved it here, from her boys who sit beside her. Bless. Died last year. And on top of the bench, it's one of them Facebook find photos kiddie thing. I think you're meant to take it and put it somewhere else, but it's too big, isn't it?
No, I think it's so you can go and see photos of Jill or whatever her name was, sorry.
I think you're wrong.
I don't know.
I don't think it's anything to do with that.
She's got a beautiful
It
view on the
says,
bay though.
Isla Stones rehide.
Oh,
You're meant to take it with you and put it
possibly.
somewhere else.
Yeah, possibly.
But we're not, because it's too big. You know, if it would have been a tiny little pebble, I'd have taken it, but no. Let's get back to the fan. It's freezing. Gonna leave this one there, guys. Thanks for watching. We're gonna try and make shorter videos, you know, a few shorter clippy videos with some music montagey bits. So join us next time. Hope you enjoyed some of the sights today. More to come, better to come. This is just day one, morning one, isn't it? Say goodbye, Mazzy.
Bye.
Bye bye. Oh, it's freezing.
Hello. Hello. Hey. Hey, come on. Come on. Oh, you ignorant git.